Hi, this is me again, Mr. Zamora, and I am here to explain 8x5 graph solutions to one-step inequities. Okay, we have done uh, a very similar exercise before. Actually, we have done two exercises similar than this. Well, this is the combination of previous two exercises. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is to solve this inequity. Okay, we have done that before. And then when we find the solution, we are going to graph it. Okay, so let me copy this into my Paint so I can explain it better. Uh, okay, well, I am just going to, you know what? I am just going to copy the inequity part. And then, yeah, here it is. Okay, so here we have our inequity. Okay, remember, imagine or ignore this symbol for now. It is like an equation, very similar. Uh, so what we're going to do is to clear or isolate or leave this variable alone. So what we have to do is to get rid of anything that is with on this side, on the left side in this case. So to get rid of this 8 that is adding, we need to subtract 8. Okay, this is what we have been doing for, I don't know, a couple weeks. And then we have to subtract also. Everything we do on the left, we have to do it on the right. Okay, now we can eliminate this because 8 minus 8 equals 0. So there is no point to write 0. So now only n is going to remain in here, and we just copy the symbol that is in here, and then we do this operation. 10 minus 8 equals 2. So now we have the solution. Okay, this is just the first part. Okay, so the important thing that we have to do is this number. Okay, so we have to choose number 2, but you have to be careful because we also have to pay attention to this symbol. If we have this symbol or this symbol, okay, we need to use a empty, let me change color, a empty circle. Okay, if we have this symbol, okay, let me change color to blue again. This symbol, which is greater or equal than, or this symbol, which is less or equal than, we need to use the full circle. All right. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, so the circle means that that number is included. So let me explain that a little bit more when I graph it. Okay, so we said that the important number is 2, so we click on 2. Okay, because uh, because there is no line below the symbol, we need an empty circle, so we click on it again. It means that number 2 is not included in the solution. Okay, it has to be a number that is greater than 2. Okay, greater than 2, it means that we go to the right and we click at the end, at the very end of the arrow. Okay, this is what we have to do. Okay, it means, again, I repeat, the empty circle means that number 2 is not included. It has to be a number higher than 2. It could be 2.00000001, okay? But it cannot be 2. It has to be a number higher or greater than 2, okay? The full circle, it means that number 2 is included. So it can be 2 or a higher number. But in this case, number 2 is not included. It has to be greater than 2. Okay, so we submit our answer and it is excellent. 10 points, so you know what it means. Okay, now let's solve this one. And this is, okay, it's going to be faster because we already have some information. Okay, so really fast. Remember, we need to isolate, or we need to get rid of anything that is uh, bothering us. I mean, bothering the variable. So these three that is subtracting, we need to get rid of it by adding 3, but we also need to add 3. Whatever we do on the left, we have to do it on the right. So negative 3 plus 3 equals 0, so we eliminate them. And so only r remains, and we just copy this symbol, and 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay, so the important number is 6. Okay, so we click on 6, and you can see there is a line here, so it means that number 6 is included. It can be 6 or a higher number, so we need a full circle. We leave it like that, and then imagine that this is like an arrow. So we need to click on the right arrow. Okay, so we submit it, and it is correct. Okay, now we're going to do, I am going to do this very last one. This is the last one I am going to do. All right, so 2h is greater or equal than 10. Okay, number 2 is multiplying. Remember, whenever you see a number and a letter together, it implies multiplication. Okay, this number is called coefficient, and this letter is called variable. Okay, so in order to get rid of a number, any number that is multiplying, we have to divide by this same number. So we divide this by 2, but remember that everything we do on the left, we have to do it on the right. Okay, now we can eliminate this. Okay, any number that you multiply by 2 and then you divide by 2, it is going to be the same number, just this number, well, this letter or this variable. We copy the symbol, and then we do this operation. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Okay, so now we click on 5. There is a line, so we have to use a full circle, and it is pointing to the right, so we click on the right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna help you do this one as well, because there is a division in here. Okay. All right, so there is a division, so that's why I'm helping you doing this. Any number that you divide by another number, if you multiply by this number, okay, the result is going to be the denominator. Yeah, okay, so but everything, I mean, this is because we want to get rid of the 2 that is dividing. If we want to get rid of any number that is dividing, we have to multiply it by the same number. But everything we do on the left, we have to repeat it on the right. We have to multiply also by 2 on the right. Okay, so now this is gone with this one. Only b remains. We copy the symbol and we do the operation. Okay, so it is exactly the same result with just a different variable. Okay, just like this. All right, guys, this is it. Okay, so I encourage you to pay attention when you're doing it, so you can get a perfect score. And well, see you next time. Bye bye.